sky or winter chill. If I gotta take a break, I will. But I'm gonna run right up this hill. I wanna hold the whole wide world right here in my open hand.
Hey guys, it's Khaki. It has been 39 weeks today since I had gastric bypass the day before Thanksgiving in 2022. I'm hiding out in one of my exam rooms. The phone is ringing, so hopefully this way it'll be quiet. It has been a fabulous week weight loss wise. I am down 4.2 pounds this week. That is the biggest weight loss that I have had in a week since, it's been probably 2 months. So I am tickled. When I stepped on the scale this morning, I did the happy dance. You know, I know we shouldn't put too much emphasis on the scale, but it's a good feeling to step on there and see that weight loss. That puts me down a total of 113.6 pounds. I am just, what can I say? I feel great. I am so glad that I did this. I am so thankful for this tool, and my only regret is that I didn't do it 20 years ago. But hindsight's 2020, and maybe I wouldn't have been ready to do it then. So I'm grateful that I've done it now. One thing that is kind of funny, it's amazing how much cheaper smaller clothes are. I am a clearance rack shopper. I don't want to invest in a lot of money in clothes. I never have, but especially since I may lose some more weight and they may be a temporary thing. Yesterday was my sister's birthday. I went to Cato to buy her a gift card and stopped by the clearance rack and bought a cute little skirt on clearance for $1.99. I mean, it was just crazy. And it was a petite large. Prior to surgery, I was in a 22 or 3X. So that's amazing. I did do a picture today, which I'm going to insert. This little outfit I got, I think, on Temu for next to nothing. The skirt was like $4.99. It was just crazy. But I felt so good in it. I think the top was a large and the bottom was a large. So it's just crazy. But it has been a stressful week. Last night, I think I have talked before in a video about I have a second home about 5 minutes from my office. I do work 2 very late nights, and when my mom passed away, I kept her house because it was so close to my office. My home with my husband is about a 45-minute drive, so I stay in that house on those late nights to avoid that, getting home and just turning right around and having to get up and come back to work. Last evening, I was on my way to my home with my husband, and my car just died. And I ended up on the side of the road, had to have my car towed to the dealership, which it's a 7-year-old car with 100,000 miles. So this morning they called me and said that it would be Monday before they could even look at it. So I'm kind of bumming rides right now. But then earlier in the day, my husband does have some health challenges, and he's on warfarin, a blood thinner. They've had a terrible time getting his levels regulated, and he had a very high critical level yesterday, so that was stressful. And then the car, and I thought about how I would have dealt with this prior to surgery. My sister came and got me and took me home, and there were 2 things. We passed by Dairy Queen, and I thought, prior to surgery, I would have stopped at that Dairy Queen. And I didn't. Then when I got to my house, I had her stop at the grocery store and get a raw veggie tray because I didn't have anything for snacks that evening since I hadn't planned on being there. And I walked to my house. I had that. I had planned. And the other thing, I didn't have anything in my house that was bad for me, that I could have binged on. I could have binged on vegetables. I could have binged on pudding, protein pudding, but the chances of that are pretty slim. So I think that's where creating a safe environment for yourself in your journey is so important. That prevented me from some behavior that wasn't very good for me. So I'm thankful that that was not an issue. Anyway, I have brunch coming up on Sunday with my brunch bunch, and then dinner out with a friend next week. Looking forward to a great week. I have had a video request. Somebody asked me to do a video about my decision to drink alcohol occasionally after surgery, and my thoughts going into that. As many of you, as I have said many times before, transfer addiction is a very real concern. It's something that's very individual with everybody. You've got to decide what's right for you. But I'm going to do that video by request talking about my decisions and my thoughts going into it. So be on the lookout for that. I hope everybody has a fabulous week. Hopefully, things will be looking up on the car situation. I'll find out something first of the week about that. And hopefully, they'll be able to get my husband's Coumadin level regulated and everything will smooth back down. And I hope I am able to resist behaviors that are not good for me. I would love to hear in the comments what those of you who are on your own journey, when the you know what hits the fan and you can't, or you would have been tempted before to stress eat or to eat those comfort foods, how do you deal with it now? I'd love to hear other people's suggestions and their experiences. Any questions, I will be glad to try to answer. Hope everybody has a great week. We'll see you in that video about alcohol, and then next week for my regular video on Wednesday. Bye, everybody.